Cristiano Ronaldo went through the worst moment of his life, but he got some unexpected help. And you won't believe what Neymar did when he returned to his childhood club. These are some of the most respectful moments in football. Let's start with Neymar, who came back to Brazilian football and wasted no time in showing why he's a Santos legend. A few months ago, he had already visited the locker room and left all the players emotional. But he really proved he's different in his debut match when he took the time to greet every single player, even the opponents. He also gave interviews to several channels, all with a big smile on his face, and of course he made sure to interact with the fans too. His return was truly special. Speaking of reunions, Harry Kane got emotional when he saw his former teammates, but the most special moment was when he reunited with Son, his best friend at his old club. But that doesn't even compare to what happened to this kid. In the middle of a goal celebration, the advertising board fell on a little boy, and everyone rushed in to help him. When Cristiano scored his 900th goal, he just couldn't hold back the tears. You can't help but get emotional watching that. Last season we said goodbye to Alex Morgan as she retired, and her final match was absolutely emotional. Not just the players, but the entire stadium gave a standing ovation to this legendary forward.
She's going to take the boots off right there.
The team delayed the game to help a camerawoman after a player knocked over her massive camera. What happened when Ronaldinho met Cristiano Ronaldo will surprise you. But first, check out what happened when Ronaldinho faced Barcelona for the first time. The Spanish club showed the world what true respect is. After all, he was part of the squad that won them that title. And when he showed up at a Paris Saint-Germain match, Messi stopped everything to hug him. After all, he was his mentor at Barcelona. And the best part? Mbappe stepped aside and let Messi take a penalty as a tribute to his idol. But when Ronaldinho came face-to-face with Cristiano Ronaldo, he was the only one who had to show humility and apologize to the Portuguese star after a dangerous foul.
This is what it looks like when someone's living their dream. Messi used to get a lot of hate from fans, and at one point, he even said he was done playing for the national team. But he made an epic comeback and conquered the whole world. Just look at how Argentina reacted to that win. Even people who weren't Argentinian got emotional seeing Messi finally lift the trophy. And while Messi was in heaven, on the other side, Mbappe was going through hell. Getting that close to victory and losing, that's gotta hurt bad. Neymar also faced a nightmare when Brazil got knocked out of the 2022 World Cup by Croatia. The win was in Brazil's hand and they let the semi-final slip away. You can see it on the players' faces, how deeply it hit them. Suarez and his teammates had their own heartbreaking moment when Uruguay got eliminated. And there are still people out there saying players don't care about their national teams. The World Cup is so magical that even the simplest things feel super huge. When South Korea pulled off a win against Portugal, something nobody saw coming, the players couldn't hold back the tears. They had just locked in a spot in the round of 16. Cristiano Ronaldo went through every parent's worst nightmare. He lost a child. And even fans of Liverpool, the biggest rivals of Manchester United, Ronaldo's team at the time, put the rivalry aside. They paid tribute to him and his family in the 7th minute of the game, honoring the number on his jersey. In that moment, even football's fiercest rivalry didn't matter anymore.
April 23rd, 2008, the day these two icons crossed paths for the very first time. And that was just the beginning of this historic rivalry between the two stars. Take a look at what Messi said about Cristiano on a radio show. You can tell he really missed his biggest rival.
Yo lo dije al principio de temporada que obviamente el Madrid lo iba a sentir a Cristiano, ¿no? Pero es una realidad, ¿no? Un jugador como Cristiano lo extrañaría cualquier equipo. Un jugador que te hace 50 goles por temporada y que para ellos era clave. Obviamente que lo iban a extrañar y bueno, la verdad que sí, que lo extraña toda la liga porque que estén todos lo bueno en la liga hace más importante.
And you won't believe what the Portuguese star said about his greatest rival.
Messi is an unbelievable player, and maybe in the end of me, maybe he pushed me more harder to be better and better. Probably yes.
In this iconic moment at the Ballon d'Or ceremony, the two legends sat side by side, talking openly about their rivalry.
Battle the last 15 years, which is good. He pushed me and I pushed him as well. So it's good to be part of history of football.
Many times, they talked about each other in interviews. In this interview with Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was asked if he'd ever play alongside Messi, he gave an answer no one saw coming.
Pero nunca Cristiano y Messi, nunca han jugado juntos, ¿no? Entonces, ¿no crees que uno de tus desafíos es jugar con Messi en algún partido y ver qué se siente, qué pasa juntos? Gracias.
Bueno, boludo, nunca se sabe. El tiempo está ahí, ¿sabes? Ya tengo 40 años, pero yo digo, nunca puedo decir de esta agua no beberé, pero yo veo esto muy difícil, pero nunca se sabe.
On social media, the two practically broke the internet when they posted a photo together for a Louis Vuitton ad. It became the 4th most liked picture on the platform. They've had other interactions online too. Check out this photo of the two hugging on Cristiano's Instagram. Every time they crossed paths, they made sure to greet each other with a handshake and a hug. Who could forget this iconic moment? When Cristiano's son met Messi, the kid was completely amazed, and Messi, with all his humility, was incredibly kind to him. A simple moment, but one that's stuck in football history. Some players cover rival badges when taking photos with fans, but Messi didn't care at all. He even smiled while posing with a Real Madrid supporter. And when Cristiano went over to comfort Messi after he lost a final, that's what true greatness looks like. Even though they're natural leaders, both of them always keep their humility. In a crucial moment, João Moutinho hesitated to take a penalty. He had recently missed one and wasn't confident enough. Cristiano Ronaldo noticed what was going on, and being the leader he is, walked straight over to his teammate. With a few encouraging words, he gave Moutinho the confidence he needed. The result was incredible.
Anda bater, anda. Bates bem, perdemos, anda. Solidariedade, vai, solidariedade. Bates bem. Confiança,
Moutinho stepped up, took the penalty, and buried it. More than talent, Cristiano showed leadership and humility, proving that a real leader is someone who recognizes and lifts up the people around him. And in his first title with Inter Miami, Messi insisted that the team's former captain lift the trophy with him, a gesture that showed the true humility of the Argentine star. The most dramatic moment of the Euro 2016 final happened right at the start. 8 minutes in, Cristiano Ronaldo took a heavy hit and injured his left knee. Even in pain, he tried to keep going, but eventually couldn't continue and had to be subbed off. It looked like Portugal's dream was over. Their biggest leader was out of the final. Then something unbelievable happened. From the sidelines, Ronaldo showed exactly why he's a true captain. He started pushing and motivating his teammates, almost like an assistant coach. His energy fired everyone up. What could have killed the team's spirit instead became fuel. Portugal went on to win their first European title, and Cristiano lifted the trophy with tears in his eyes, an epic scene that became a symbol of his leadership. These two giants always make kids happy, and that's one of the reasons they're the best in the world. Cristiano loves kids, and we've seen so many moments of him interacting with them in such a kind and playful way. This little boy was so excited to see his idol that he ran across the field and jumped straight into CR7's arms. In this friendly match, a kid got to live his dream of getting Messi's autograph, and he couldn't have been happier. This boy just wanted a picture with his hero, but security tried to stop him. Messi, being humble as always, called him over and took the photo. In the end, the kid smiled with eyes full of joy. Even when he's in a hurry, Cristiano always finds a moment to show love to his fans, signing autographs and handing out smiles. Before kickoff, the kids wanted autographs, and he made sure to give them all the attention and kindness they hoped for. And look at this kid's happiness while greeting the legend. His smile says it all. After losing his parents in an attack in Lebanon, little Haider had his dream come true, meeting Cristiano Ronaldo, thanks to a campaign that went viral on social media. Emotional and overwhelmed, he received a personalized jersey and a warm hug from his idol, in a moment that touched the whole world. And with Messi, it's no different. Maybe this is the most moving story of them all. Murtaza Ahmadi, a young boy from Afghanistan, became known worldwide in 2016 after a photo of him went viral. He was wearing an improvised jersey, a plastic bag in Argentina's colors, with Messi's name and number written by hand by his brother. The image, which showed the pure love the kid had for his hero, moved the entire world. Deeply touched by that pure gesture, Lionel Messi sent Murtaza autographed jerseys. And in December of that same year, the impossible happened. The boy flew to Qatar to meet his idol, hug him, and walk onto the pitch holding his hand before a match. Check out the courage of this kid. He skipped school and waited for Messi outside the team's hotel. The plan was to hand him a letter, but the security guard stopped him. When Messi realized what was happening, he asked them to bring the boy over and took a photo with him. The most interesting part? The kid was Uruguayan, the same national team Messi was about to play against. Instead of trying to meet someone from his own country's squad, he went after his true idol.
This kid battling a terminal illness asked his favorite player for a special celebration, and the player made sure to keep his promise. What this player did is even more incredible. He stopped his own team's attack because of an injured opponent. The saddest goal in Ukraine's national team history was this one, where the players made sure to honor the 1,000 days of conflict in their country. But no one showed more respect than these players. They stopped celebrating their own team's qualification just to console the opposing goalkeeper. Real Madrid, they shocked the world by signing Mbappe, and the superstar showed just how much he respects Cristiano Ronaldo during his unveiling. Take a look.
Que digan conmigo, yo voy a contar hasta 3
y decimos todos a la Madrid, ¿vale? 1, 2, 3.
Me voy a hacer 1, 2, 3 y vamos a decir juntos a la Madrid, como una gran familia. 1, 2, 3, ¡a la Madrid!
You can see exactly who inspires him, right? In a match for Portugal, Cristiano accidentally hit the goalkeeper in the face but stayed by his side until he was sure he was okay. At Euro 2024, Cristiano Ronaldo did something truly special. He made sure to walk onto the pitch with a little girl who was very special to him. In that same tournament, the Portuguese star felt the weight of missing a decisive penalty, but both his teammates and the fans stood by him. And when he finally converted another penalty, instead of celebrating, he apologized. Man, it's amazing to see how Cristiano still gets emotional after missing a penalty, even after winning everything he has. The same thing happened to Messi in his final Copa America with Argentina. Look at the state he was in when he realized he could no longer play for his country due to an injury. This player accidentally hit a kid in the stands and made sure to apologize. And this other player proved his loyalty to his club right from his debut. He got injured but refused to leave the pitch. Even hurt, he kept pushing forward. Check out Rashford stopping an attacking play just because his defender got injured. In the Bundesliga, a player collapsed on the pitch and the referee had to act fast to save his life. Of course, he was applauded after his heroic act. Lisandro Martinez suffered a serious injury and his opponent stepped up to help, carrying him off the field for medical attention. Now back to that fan. When her favourite player showed up, she nearly had a breakdown, and to make up for it, he gifted her his jersey. You'll probably never see a striker do this again. He chose honesty, even though it cost him a goal. After scoring with his hand, he told the ref that the goal wasn't valid. This forward did the same thing. When he saw the goalkeeper was injured, he kicked the ball out instead of scoring. Something similar happened in this play. The striker could have taken the shot, but he chose to send the ball out of play. This video was recorded by a fan watching one of Mbappe's last warm-ups with PSG. The superstar made sure to go over and apologize after hitting her with the ball. This fan will do anything for his team, including giving his shirt to a player so he could dry the ball before a throw-in. Sometimes referees end up caught in the crossfire, but in this case he was lucky to be surrounded by players kind enough to help him back up. Speaking of kind-hearted players, this one put himself at risk to protect an opponent from a bottle thrown from the stands. Women's football is the most inclusive of all. This player is part of one of the top teams in the American League, and just look at how her example is already inspiring the next generation. Speaking of inclusion, at the 2025 UEFA Super Cup, Atlanta walked onto the field with children with special needs. Goalkeeper Areola made a beautiful gesture by wearing noise-reducing headphones so that the child walking with him who has autism wouldn't feel left out. Now let's take a look at who's holding PSV's trophy. They let the team's biggest fan, who has Down syndrome, celebrate just like a player. This was actually part of a campaign by the Cruyff Foundation to support children with special needs. Still, in the Dutch league, Van Persie went out of his way to give special attention to this child. Bellingham walked onto the pitch with a child in a wheelchair and showed real respect by giving him his own jacket to keep him dry in the rain. And in this match, when one player decided to take off his jacket to give it to a child, all the others followed his lead.
This goalkeeper showed what it truly means to wear a jersey with pride. It was pouring rain and he was clearly freezing, shaking from the cold, but he refused to leave the pitch. He kept playing because that's what representing your team really means. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi owned the football world for nearly a decade, but we all knew it wouldn't last forever. When Cristiano moved to Saudi Arabia, most people thought we'd never see the two face off again. But it happened. One last match, one last dance. The entire football world was grateful for that magic moment. And if you grew up watching these two legends, there's no way you didn't feel something that day. Dybala became a global star thanks to Juventus. That was the team that gave him the chance to show the world what he could do. And when it was time to say goodbye, you could see just how grateful he was to the club. Look at what they did for this little boy. He wasn't some VIP fan. He was the son of a player from the team who had just passed away. The other players made a point to honor their teammate and give that child all the love and support they could. John Terry was Chelsea's captain for years. Actually, he spent his whole career at the club. So, when it was finally time for the legend to say goodbye, the entire stadium was filled with emotion.
Lastly, you guys, the fans, the best supporters in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. You've given me everything from the age of 14 when I first signed at this football club. You've picked me up when I was down. You've sung my name when I've had bad games and disappointed you as well. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I love you all.
During the 2021 Euro, Christian Eriksen collapsed on the field. No contact, nothing. For what felt like an eternity, millions of people watched in shock, thinking they were witnessing a live tragedy. His heart had literally stopped. Thanks to the fast medical response and the defibrillator, Eriksen was brought back to life, right there on the pitch. Today, against all odds, he's back playing professionally. Proof that sometimes life really does give you a second chance. When the king of football left us, the whole world stopped to honor him and remember exactly why he earned that title. After this tough match where Juventus was knocked out, Cristiano couldn't hold it in. He broke down in tears. But Ronaldo also gave a powerful example to every player out there. He didn't just do the bare minimum. He went out of his way to give a little girl his full attention and made that day unforgettable for her. Doku won a penalty after this play, but celebrating wasn't even on his mind. The moment he saw his opponent struggling with cramps, he immediately stepped in to help. At PSG, Neymar and Cavani had been at odds for a while, but during this game, they finally settled their differences. Neymar handed the ball to Cavani to take the penalty. He scored, and the two stars celebrated together. Scoring a goal is the biggest thrill in football, especially in high-stakes matches. But sometimes, the excitement gets out of hand. In this game, a young fan ended up falling in the middle of the chaos, and things got really tense for a moment. Thankfully, a few players noticed right away and rushed to help. When this kid ran onto the field to reach Neymar, security acted fast to pull him away. But Neymar stayed calm, stepped in to ease the situation, and even gave the young fan his game jersey. A beautiful gesture from the Brazilian, and a perfect reminder of why we love this game so much. The farewell of the legendary goalkeeper Buffon from Juventus was truly unforgettable. There just aren't enough words to describe how emotional those scenes were. Maradona was one of the greatest to ever play the game, and when he passed, the entire football world came to a stop to honor his legacy. This young fan got the warmest welcome from Lewandowski. The kid even wished the striker good luck, and honestly, it's one of the cutest moments in the entire video. He even walked onto the field with the players, and it was such a touching scene. Mbappe is a star both on and off the pitch. During a friendly with France, he scored a goal and celebrated in a deeply emotional way. He revealed a shirt with a photo of his uncle, who had recently passed away. It read, "Rest in peace, uncle." Cristiano Ronaldo walked onto the field holding hands with this little fan. She was all smiles, and Ronaldo was incredibly kind and thoughtful, showing exactly how kids should be treated. After Ukraine scored this beautiful goal, a rival fan went over to shake hands with some Ukrainian supporters. The moment was kind of funny, but it also shows how football can inspire good vibes and positive actions. When a bird flew onto the pitch, the goalkeeper didn't hesitate. He gently picked it up and took it to safety outside the field. The crowd even gave him a round of applause for that noble gesture. Respect is everything in football. In this match, a player scored a beautiful goal against his former club. But instead of celebrating, he stayed humble out of gratitude, and the fans appreciated it, giving him a well-deserved ovation. Football breaks down barriers. This fan rolled onto the pitch in a wheelchair, and the players made sure to greet him with the respect and joy he deserved. The football coach has to be a true leader. In this match, the players thought play had stopped, but the opposing team took advantage and scored. The whole situation caused a lot of anger and confusion, but then the coach gathered his team and gave them clear instructions. On the restart, they did this. An act of sportsmanship that even the rival coach and players respected.